Good day, everyone. Today, we are going to tackle about arts and creative literacy. As we all know, teaching in the 21st century learners is a challenge for us teachers. And as 21st century teachers, we need to create a classroom that will help all students develop their skills needed for them to be success. Educators must be creative and imaginative in all areas. Why? Because teaching entails critical thinking and creativity are essential skills to teach in all aspects of education. And bringing the arts and creativity literacy together can be a powerful tool in teaching. It allows children to be active and also it allows children to explore their imagination. Now, what is creativity? According to the dictionary, creativity is the use of imagination or original ideas to create something. It is the act of turning new and imaginative ideas into reality. By means of using imagination as primary tool, creative people are therefore creators of new tools, painted images, music, dance moves, and etc. Creativity begins with foundation of new knowledge, learning, a discipline, and mastery of thinking. Creativity is also an essential element when it comes to the overall development of students. And classroom are one of the ideal places where teachers get to inspire students to use their imagination when it comes to learning. And creativity is to come up with a new, unique, original, and surprising ideas. And here are the things that can be achieved from a new idea: a product, theory, solution of a problem, and lastly, concept on basis of which an art piece is created. Creativity begins with a foundation of knowledge, learning a discipline, and mastering a way of thinking. Creativity can be learned by experimenting, exploring, questioning assumptions using imagination, and synthesizing information.
The ability to generate creative and innovative ideas is not merely a function of the mind, but also a function of 5 key behaviors that optimize brain for discovery. The first one is associating or drawing connections between questions, problem, or ideas from unrelated fields. And the second one is questioning, posing queries that challenge common wisdom. And the third is observing or criticizing the behaviors of others to identify the new ways of doing things. And the fourth one is networking or meeting people with different ideas and perceives. And the fifth one is experimenting or constructing interactive experiences and provoking response to what insights emerge. And these are the types of creativity. The first one is artistic creativity, and the second is cognitive creativity.
Okay, let's proceed to artistic creativity. Express feelings and emotions, art for the sake of art, end result is not known, matter of subjectivity. Next is cognitive creativity, solution of a problem, useful and bring comfort and ease in life, end result is known, have an option of flexibility. Next is creative process. There are 4 steps of creative process. First, defining the problem, generating ideas, selecting the best idea, and last, implementation.
So now let's talk about the difference between creativity and arts. So when we say artistic ability, it includes skills and talent to create fine works of arts like painting, drawing, sculpting, musical composition, and etc. Just like for example the picture. As we can see, there is a baby girl and she is painting. So that is an example of artistic ability. And then creativity ability, it is the skill and talent to use our imagination to create and solve. Like for example, decision making, problem solving, and critical thinking. Then, creativity and ability. So we are born creative and remain creative throughout life. Creativity manifests itself in common day-to-day situations when we face mundane problems that require effective solutions. Creativity is mental. It's the way a person thinks, solves, and finds solutions to a problem or case.
The artistic ability. Artistic skills are born with a person as a talent and it is mostly physically assessed. Now, when we talk about the artistic person, those who are able to create creative works like paintings, sculptures, because they possess creative qualities. And these skills might be weak as a start but can be developed and practiced to perfection. For example, drawing and illustration. Students can develop a lifetime of skills through art and as a result become more academically successful, grow personally, and better communicate. Their artistic expression can foster their creativity and allow them to discover and refine their skills they were unaware they possess. In addition to that, teaching perseverance, art can also promote it in children. Then, as they grow older, they can develop that kind of skills and use it for a long time.
So now let us proceed to the difference between creative and being artistic. Sometimes we confuse artistic ability with creativity. That if you can paint or draw, you're not creative, but isn't necessarily true. So creative ability is the skill and talent to use our imagination to create and solve. So now the artistic ability includes skills and talent to create works of art. Painting, drawing, sculpting, musical composition, and etc. A creative artist is probably a better artist, but you don't have to be an artist to be creative. For example, being creative is building a house. So now being artistic is decorating a house. Another example, being creative is baking a yummy cake. Now the artistic, being creative is baking a pretty cake. On the other hand, a creative person can design icons that replace the alphabet. So, an artistic person can take the alphabet and create a new typeset for the characters. So, makita nyo diri sa pictures nga sa creative person, ang pictures diri mga letters ra. Which is gibutangan niya og mga design like colors, mga ingon ana. Pag abot diri sa artistic person nga pictures, ang mga letters diri sa alphabet gipangporma na niya og mga characters. So, mo na ang kalahian sa creative person o artistic person.
Now let's proceed to the 7 habits of highly creative people. Neyman 2014 opened that if a person makes a habit of the 7 practices, he or she will be highly creative in his or her field. And these 7 habits would help teachers attain a highest possible level of creativity. And here are the 7 habits of highly creative people. First, prepare the ground. Creativity requires an absorbed mind, a relaxed state of focus and attention. By giving the self sufficient time and space needed while letting the desire to create from the pleasure of creative expression and inspiration. Second, plant seeds for creativity. It is important to put attention on what you want to create, not on what complaints, and set an attention to produce the desired results. Third, leave in the question. Ask questions. Instead of trying to find immediate answers and pay attention to questions that other people ask. Fourth, feed your brain. Get interested in something that later can provide you wisdom and ideas if you learn to make connections between people, places, and things that are not usually connected. Fifth, experiment and explore. Follow your curiosity, experiment with ideas, and learn from your mistakes. Therefore, the quality of your creativity will improve. 6. Replenish your creative stock. You must learn to be self-nourishing and translate hobbies, talents, and skills into wonderful potentials. Lastly, liberate your creativity. Your child's plays provides the clue to your creativity, potentials, and passion. In general, creativity takes on many forms in business, art, design, education, and science. According to Neyman 2011, when you express your creativity in these domains, you have the ability to make life ended a work of art. We know every person has a creative side, and it can be expressed in many ways. It can be expressed through drawing, writing, singing, or even doing something. Creativity is different to everyone, but everyone is creative in their own ways.